Accessing library computer data. Accessing. Command codes verified. Transfer complete.
Shrouded in mystery, the Breen were once one of the most underestimated races inhabiting the Alpha Quadrant. Historically, the Klingons were among the first to discover the consequences of underestimating the Breen. During the Klingon Separate Empire, Chancellor Mawag ordered an entire fleet of Klingon warships to invade and conquer the Breen homeworld. The fleet never returned and was never heard from again. Even by the 24th century, much was still unknown about the Breen and their otherwise politically non-aligned government known as the Breen Confederacy. The Federation, however, had limited knowledge of the Breen and was aware of Breen outposts located near a black cluster in 2368. In 2370, the Breen participated in a paleo held on Deep Space 3, during which the Ferengi attempted to bribe the Breen pilot into throwing the race. In 2373, the Breen settlements on Portas 5, near the demilitarized zone, dealt with the Maquis, supplying them with cold storage units. It was noted by Ezria Dax in 2375, when captured by the Breen on a planet in the Gorlias system, that they were a long way from Breen space. Other species, like the Ferengi, had developed closer ties with the Breen by the late 24th century, as both species conducted trade negotiations in 2373. By that same year, the Cardassian Union maintained an embassy on the Breen homeworld. Breen privateers during the 24th century would often conduct indiscriminate raids against other Alpha Quadrant species. This includes the Breen's attacks and capture of the Cardassian transport ship Ravanoak in 2366. The survivors of that attack were used for slave labor, and the Breen captured the lithium mines on Dozaria. In 2368, Starfleet feared the Breen might have attacked the science vessel SS Vico. Breen privateers also raided the Bajoran colony of Freehaven in 2372. They were, however, successfully driven away by the USS Defiant. In 2375, the Breen moved from a policy of low-level hostilities toward other major powers to one of open warfare when they aligned themselves with the Dominion. They were then allowed to access the Dominion military database. According to the terms of service, the Breen Confederacy received several planets from the Cardassian Union as compensation for joining the war. Breen physiology was among the most exotic for humanoid lifeforms, which may have been due in part to the climate of their home planet. The Breen had no blood other than liquid circulatory systems. The Breen brain was structured into 4 lobes. This protected them from probing of some empathic species such as betazoids, who were unable to detect the thoughts or emotions of the Breen. According to Worf, no outsider had ever seen what a Breen looked like under their refrigeration units and lived. Even after they joined the Dominion, their appearance remained so completely unknown to their new allies that Wayoan could not avoid wondering what they looked like. Breen appeared physically more resilient than most humanoids. When Worf struck a Breen, the Breen proceeded to incapacitate Worf, seemingly oblivious to the assault. The Breen constantly wore refrigeration suits. While the intelligence reports available to Cardassian and Dominion leaders during the Dominion War reported their world to be a frozen wasteland, Wayoan remarked, in his capacity as diplomat, that the planet was quite comfortable, leaving the function of the suits into question. The Breen commonly produced offspring at a very early age, at about the equivalence of physical growth of human third-grade children. The Breen entertained their offspring with nursery rhymes. Breen nursery rhymes were made up of heterophobic 5-line verses with an alternating teratometer and pentameter structure. These were nonsensical phrases strung together because they rhymed, at least to the Breen. During the 2360s, the Breens were known for their development of organic technology, which they employed in the construction of their spacecraft. Some of their vessels were even believed to be fitted with cloaking devices. During the mid-2370s, Breen warships utilized energy-dampening weapons during the Dominion War.